A pleasure to meet all at last, and now here we are at it again with some more of Wise Dad 3.0. But it's now time to get to answer more questions. And I do have a few more in particular here that I will be sharing for the rest of the time that I plan on doing Wise Dad, at least for the time being. Some questions might get answered right away, some might not. So up until the next point in time where I decide to create more Wise Dad content, please, I encourage you to keep sending me more questions, if you feel like it. Anyways though, it's time to focus on this next one that I have, which says, why is that your Instagram is cluttered with pictures of dogs and food? Dogs and food, of course. If we're talking about choo-choo and crayfish, that's one thing. If we're talking about the various meals I've had, probably the best recipes I could have ever imagined, at least in those times, that's another thing. And if we want to talk about a lot of good other stuff that's appeared on Instagram over the past 6-7 months, that's definitely something different in mind. The way I see it though, there's a lot more to my Instagram than just the pictures. Someone had given me the question of funny Instagram videos, but I haven't entirely talked much about Instagram as a whole. You see, it's not just the picture and video concepts that I've put together, but it's also for a number of other benefactors that I've put upon that actually do. They actually do manage to overshadow the likes of other social media, such giants that have been out there for years now, like Meta, Twitter, Tumblr, and then of course there are the others. But when someone comes along and claims that my Instagram feed is cluttered with certain things, that's where I really turned quite an eye over in that direction. So you basically asked, and I'm gonna answer it. So it's time that I do just that. Instagram, pictures of dogs, pictures of food, videos of dogs, videos of food, all the kind of stuff about dogs, all the kinds of stuff about food. It's like it never ends, really. Some people are wanting to really know how it ultimately is. Well, I'll tell you right away. It is, in fact, my own feed. I've put a lot of things on there. Dogs and food might cover a majority, as opposed to all other things that I've done here, like sneak peeks for upcoming content on my channel, and various bloopers and reels that I've pieced together, but that's all occasional stuff, because with all the other business that I have to deal with every single day, everything that's got to be handled, there's always a point in time where Instagram doesn't usually get tended to. And I will admit that Instagram has been dormant for some time as well. I don't really get around to Instagram very much, and oftentimes when I do, I simply upload a good amount of photos or videos that I've collected, and that's probably just it. So I'm more or less hoping that at some point in the future I do in fact get to put stuff in that's a little more interesting to some of you, but let's just say not everything is certainly appealing to people. The thing is, with some new rules, guidelines, and other stuff that's been administered, there's just a bit of a challenge that we have to just face. So I guess with that in mind, hopefully that answers the question nice and firmly. But I am simply going to move on to other questions that other people have decided to ask. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.